Hey Mojo Gamers, welcome to MojoPlays, and we're going to be talking about something that's a bit touchy. So I'm here with our resident retro gamer, Mike.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not exhausted today because I was up downloading as many ROMs as I could while I could.
Okay, I'm not sure if we should probably be saying that on camera. So the reason why he talks about that is because of recent lawsuits that have been handed up between sites Love ROMs and Love Retro, which has essentially closed those sites down because here's the background. So basically, ROMs have been a very legal kerfuffle issue for since ever. So recently, Nintendo has filed lawsuits against Love ROMs and Love Retro, and those sites have since shut down because, legally speaking, that is still considered piracy because these are essentially other people's work that they're essentially giving out for free. So that's kind of the legal situation.
Look, I don't want to overstate this, but Nintendo has declared war on the internet.
Well,
now what you said makes 100% sense. It's logical. They're within their rights. Nintendo games should not be pirated, right? All that, all that stuff. Especially not like current games and all that. But my concern is that Nintendo could have took a scalpel approach to these websites, right? The two that they directly threaten and the one that is they're not naming Nintendo, but they're scared for reasonable reasons. Like $100,000.
Yeah, Paradise. Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec.
They could be threatening $100,000 per ROM, which is insane, right? My issue is they could have took a scalpel, but they took a hammer and they're demolishing everything. But Nintendo only represents like 0.5% of all the ROMs out there.
Well, the thing about the approach you just said, I think that's what they were actually doing beforehand, and they realized it was pretty much an uphill battle, so that's why they've gone for the hammer approach. I mean, this is essentially an approach of saying, if you pirate our stuff, we're going to come at you hard. It's like they want to set a precedent. That's also why I feel like Emu Paradise has shut down. It's like they obviously did not name Nintendo, but there's a whole lot of reasons why, and considering the timing of the circumstances, I think it has something related with Nintendo. Even if Nintendo did not contact them directly, I think that's what they're scared about. They're scared they're going to suffer the same fate.
So look, here's the deal. The deal is that it's a Hydra. You can't stop ROMs. All the people watching this video right now, you guys, you've all downloaded ROMs. We don't have to lie to each other. We could be on the level. So it's a Hydra. It's going to go deeper down in the web. You're going to have to go to more torrent sites. It won't be on a site like Emu Paradise where it's there with like the history. Yeah, I've been to the site. I've checked it out. Where you have the history of the stuff and it's super like easy to understand. That stuff is going to be gone, and it's just going to be like deep down in the web, but it's never going to go away. Let's be honest.
Well, I get what you mean. I understand that. Like, obviously, if something's on the internet, it's always going to be on the internet. What I'm saying is, like, obviously, this sort of approach is to make accessing such services, such as accessing ROMs, much harder. That's what they want to do. They want to try and curb that easy access.
Yeah, but my real issue with this is that if I could go buy these games, that's cool. I'm gonna go buy them. I'm always shouting at Nintendo, take my money. I have so many copies of like the original Mario Brothers. I have so many copies of Mario World. I bought it on the Wii console, on the Wii U. I had to rebuy it because they don't have a unionized system. That's crazy. I've had to buy the same thing over and over again. I've got the cartridges. I've got everything. It's like, come on, guys. The 3DS, you have to rebuy it again. And for the Switch, they're coming out now with their subscription service where you get you get alternating games that you could play while you're a member. Yeah. But the games that they list are already on the SNES the NES Classic because they're NES games. Yeah. Balloon Fight. No one's pirating Balloon Fight because you have 1 million copies of Balloon Fight. Same thing with the original Mario Brothers. So I want these obscure games to be available that I could buy, and most of them aren't even Nintendo. We're not even talking about Nintendo. There's defunct companies that don't exist anymore. There's arcade cabinets that have never, like the games have never been released, like Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Night Slashers, etc. I can't buy them. How am I supposed to play these games? We're talking preservation here.
Like that's the unfortunate side of like, say, the Virtual Console, where it was like, in order to legally redistribute it, they had to go through a lot of classification checks all over again, depending on the country, which is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but bottom line, I don't care about any of that, and no one watching this video cares about that.
But Nintendo does, and that's what they're worried about.
Yeah, I get all that, but the problem is that I want to rediscover and I want to play games that I haven't played since I was a little kid in the arcade, or on systems that you can't find anymore, defunct systems, defunct companies won't put out the games anymore, the licenses, who knows where it is, it's in an abyss. Like I said, Mario World, all those games, there's a million ways to get them. I'm not going to pirate that. I bought them. I'll keep buying them. I'm probably going to buy more versions of Mario World.
And I can respect that if you're going to say that. Although I've heard that argument made so many times on the internet. So it's like, that's
yes, but we're so hungry to give Nintendo our money, so you don't have to take this approach. Make the games more available. I will pay. Don't charge me a crazy amount for an NES game, but I'll pay for it, and that's cool with me. That's my opinion. I don't know what these folks think.
All right, well, it's a very, very touchy subject, this one. So obviously there's a lot of factors to take into account. There's no one right answer no one right bandage for everything. So let us know what you think. Do you think Nintendo made the right approach to shut down these ROM sites? And do you also feel like they should do a better job of providing services for these classic games to begin with? So let us know what you think. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, and stay tuned to MojoPlays. See ya.
Do it.
Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.